Hi everybody, this is the long overdue tutorial video for David Bowie Heroes. I'm so sorry it's taken me a while to get this together, but I've been teaching this to a bunch of you guys at the moment and it turns out it's pretty much the perfect tune for our grade 2 work because it's all built around G major, which is our key for level 2. Obviously we're doing our G major scale and there's some bits in it that use that scale, which is great. So starting from the top, I don't want this video to be mega long because most of you know the bits. It's just showing you how to put them all together. I'm going to do a quick overview of the chords that are being used. So if you're a complete beginner or pretty new to working with me, then we're going to have a refresh on what the chords are. So first chord we're going to use is D, which is like this. We've got our first finger here on the G string on the 2nd fret, middle finger here on the top E string on the 2nd fret, and the ring finger goes here. Makes a fun little triangle, okay? And ideally we strum from the D string, but you can strum higher. You can include it all. It just sounds a bit muddy. We kind of want to get just that. But for now, whatever's clever, okay? If you get that, that's good. So that's D. Stop the video there if you need more look at D. This is G. Again, most of you know it, but just in case, middle finger, low E string, 3rd fret. First finger, A string, 2nd fret. Ring finger, top E string, 3rd fret. Sometimes I play an extra D note here on the B string. That's just habit. I try not to be confusing, but I've been doing that for a long time, so don't worry about that. It's still G. It is still just G, okay? Okay, so our intro is D for 8 counts, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then G for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's really cool about this song is that, although the chords are pretty straightforward, underneath it all you can hear a synth and probably a guitar as well, doing a kind of an A, like a thing like this, which is basically just going between A and B. And you can do that if you want to, just for fun while you're playing along. There's a few ways you can do it. Just sliding between on the G string, on the 2nd fret. You can either bend it if your fingers are strong enough, or just slide. And you can just kind of do that for fun. That's over this intro section where there's no vocals, alright? So basically, the whole track comes in together, all in, and it's ba la da la da da da. So if you want to play along with that bit, that's cool, you can do that. The next chord in the sequence is C major, which most of you guys are going to know, but just in case you don't, ring finger goes here on the 3rd fret on the A string, middle finger here, 2nd fret on the D string. We leave the open G string, and then we put our first finger here on the B string on the 1st fret. C major, okay? I will put chord charts in on this video as well, so you should be able to see it on there. What happens there is we do C for 8 counts, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back up to D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, we basically got a new chord set. We've got A minor. This section is a bit difficult actually, so I'm just going to recap what I've just said. Okay, so the song comes in with D to G. What I didn't make clear is that the vocals then start after 2 times around that progression. So you basically get D to G 4 times, okay? Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is with that ba-da, guitar part over the top. Ba-da-da-da. And then the vocals come in, depending on which version you've got. It's probably going to be the line about dolphins. I wish we could swim. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like dolphins can swim. So that's exactly the same, just D for 8 counts, then G for 8 counts. And then we go to this section with the C. So all we're doing is swapping the D out for a C. So we go C for 8 counts, and then instead of G we do D. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then it's a new section. So if you need to recap that, pause the video, go back. Otherwise, moving on. This part is really clever actually. We've got an A minor, which is like this, middle finger here on the D string on the 2nd fret. G string, 2nd fret is the ring finger. Completely wrong order. Ring finger is doing the 2nd fret on the G string, and our 1st finger is doing the 1st fret on the B string. And we play from the A string because it's an A chord. This time we're only doing A minor for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before which we change to, before which, you know what I mean. Then we change to E minor for another 4 counts, and we finish on D for 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that section is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the next time round, which is when you get the "We Can Be Heroes Just for One Day," the kind of tagline of the song, he very cleverly switches the A minor and E minor, which are obviously slightly down chords because they're minor chords. He switches them for C and G. And if you know anything about theory, you'll know that those two are relatives of each other. So C and A minor. C is the relative major of A minor, and G is the relative major of E minor. So basically what I mean is he does a sad version of the chords and then a happy version of the chords. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for the "We Can Be Heroes" bit, he changes it to the happy version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. All very clever. So nice and simple, but really awesome. Okay, to finish up, there is one little bit in this that any of you guys who want to get more into the kind of lead guitar side of things should really practice. It is a bit quick in the song, but there's a cool little rundown, and there's a couple of ways to play it. The most basic way to play it is using your G major scale, which hopefully some of you will know is here. You make your G chord and you've got... Okay, so that's the top of your G major scale. A lot of you have done that in class. If not, no worries. You don't need to know that just yet. I'll teach you. For now, we're doing a little cool rundown, which goes... and just sit on that A note, and then... ah! Okay, so in the song it's quite quick, and it comes in after he's done, basically every time he does the D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, G, 2, 3. He always does that 4 times, whether he's singing over it or not. It's always the same. And then you've got the C section, bum, bum, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D, 2, 3. And basically the little lick, you can hear it on the record really clearly, comes in just before the C. So I've written it in the chart here to kind of show where the C chord is, and you get the notes before it. But basically you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the C comes in. So you probably aren't going to be ready to play it along with the track yet, but you get 5, 6, 7. If you practice that with the same fingering that we've done our G major scale with, so you should have your ring finger here on the top E string on the 3rd fret, middle finger here on the second fret of the same string, and basically it all fits really nicely. I know, well, even for me, it sometimes feels weird playing stuff like this, starting with the third finger. So it's just good practice, really. It's good practice. You could play it like this, but then you get to that bit and you have to jump across. And we've been doing the G major scale with that fingering, which is a good, solid fingering for it. So try and do it that way if you can. For the end of this video, I'm just going to play along with a bit of Heroes. The version I've got is about 6.5 minutes long, so I'm not going to do all of it because it just does the same thing throughout. Okay, so it's D to G 4 times, C to D once, A minor, E minor, D, C, G, D. And unless I'm forgetting a bit, that is the sequence. It just follows it. So I'm going to whiz over to Spotify and start the song playing. Hopefully it's the right volume. So this is that D part. And you can hear that. You can do it here. C this time. D. A minor. E minor. D. This is the happy one, C. Stay on D. Stay on this. C this time. Five, six, seven. What you say? I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so hopefully it's all very clear. You might have noticed when he starts the second verse, he goes straight into the lyrics, but the guitar is all the same length. It's just exactly as if he'd been doing the intro again. That stuff. Yeah, so like I said, it is actually exactly the same sequence every single time. So any questions, text me or email me or, you know, whatever. But it should be hopefully quite clear from all of that. And the best thing about this song for a lot of you guys who are just beginning, especially if you get the really long version, is that because the changes aren't massively quick, you can, once you get the sequence down, you can just play it and it's really, really long. So, you know, you can enjoy playing along with a song for quite a long period of time. It's really good practice. If you were to do Heroes once a day, every day for a week or so, then you'd see a massive improvement in your chord changing. Cool. And have a little go at the little, and the, you know, all that stuff if you want to, just for fun. Wicked. Take it easy, dudes. Nice one. See you soon. Bye.